In 1977, you could walk into any Kmart in America and buy a brand new pair of children's sneakers for $6.49. A complete set of bath towels for under $4. And if you happen to be standing in the right aisle at the right moment, that price could drop even lower without warning. At its peak, Kmart operated over 2,300 stores across this country. Today, only a handful remain. This is the story of how America's favorite discount store went from dominating an entire industry to nearly vanishing from our landscape. Do you remember the first time you heard that announcement crackle over the loudspeaker? The sudden rush of shoppers pushing carts toward a spinning blue light. Welcome to Golden Days USA. Today we're going back to those fluorescent lit aisles where families stretched their paychecks, where bargains felt like small victories, and where a flashing blue beacon meant something wonderful was about to happen. Close your eyes for just a moment and let yourself remember the automatic doors sliding open with that familiar whoosh, the smell of fresh popcorn drifting from the snack bar near the entrance, the squeak of shopping cart wheels on polished tile floors that seemed to stretch on forever. You remember the hum of those bright overhead lights, the rustle of plastic hangers as you pushed through racks of clothing, the particular weight of those red shopping baskets when they got too heavy and you wished you'd grabbed a cart instead. And then that sound, the one that made every head turn, a gentle chime followed by a voice that echoed through the entire store. Your heart would beat just a little faster, wouldn't it? Because you knew something good was happening somewhere in that building, and if you moved quickly enough, you might just catch it. Kmart was born in 1962 in Garden City, Michigan. Sebastian Kresge had built his fortune on 5 and dime stores, but his company saw something changing in America. Families were growing, suburbs were spreading, and hard-working people needed a place where their dollars could go further. That first Kmart store opened on March 1st, and it was an immediate success. The concept was revolutionary for its time, a massive one-stop shopping destination where everything from automotive supplies to children's clothing lived under one roof, all at discount prices. Within 5 years, there were over 250 Kmart stores across the nation. By 1987, there were over 2,000. For millions of American families, Kmart wasn't just a store. It was where you went every Saturday. It was where you bought your child's first bicycle. It was where layaway made Christmas possible when money was tight. Kmart understood something important about the American middle class. People wanted quality, but they also needed affordability. They wanted dignity in their shopping experience without paying department store prices. And for decades, Kmart delivered exactly that. Picture a Saturday morning in 1983. Your mother has the weekly circular spread across the kitchen table, certain items already circled in pen. The car pulls into that familiar parking lot, and you recognize the big red letters before you've even unbuckled your seatbelt. Inside, the store has that particular Kmart feeling. Organized chaos, endless possibility. Your father heads straight for the automotive section, maybe to pick up a new set of wiper blades for $3.29. Your mother steers toward the clothing aisles, checking the back-to-school displays where boys' jeans are marked at $80 and girls' dresses hang at $6.50. You, of course, find your way to the toy department. Not to buy, not today, but to look, to dream, to carefully study the G.I. Joe figures or the Barbie playsets, memorizing exactly which one you'll ask for when your birthday comes around. And then it happens. The lights flicker, a chime sounds, and that voice comes over the speakers. Attention Kmart shoppers. For the next 15 minutes, there is a blue light special in the housewares department. Canon bath towels, regularly $4.99, now just $2.49. The store comes alive. Carts pivot mid-aisle. Shoppers who moments ago were browsing peacefully now move with purpose toward that glowing blue beacon. Your mother grabs your hand and says, "Come on, we need towels anyway." You gather around that light with strangers who feel almost like neighbors. Everyone is reaching, selecting, smiling. There's no pushing, no anger, just shared excitement over a good deal found together. Afterward, maybe you stop at the cafeteria. A hot dog and an IC for under $2. You sit in those orange plastic chairs bolted to the floor, watching other families do exactly what your family is doing. Do you remember what you bought at Kmart that meant the most to you? Was it something practical, or was it something that felt like a small luxury your family could finally afford? The world began to shift in the 1990s, though we didn't fully understand it at the time. A company from Arkansas called Walmart had been growing quietly, spreading across rural America and then into the suburbs. They invested heavily in something invisible to shoppers: supply chain technology, distribution systems, inventory management. They could stock shelves faster and cheaper than anyone else. Kmart, meanwhile, held on to the old ways. While competitors modernized their warehouses and tracking systems, Kmart's infrastructure aged. Stores that once felt spacious and bright began to feel dated. The shelves weren't always full. The prices weren't always lowest. In 2002, Kmart filed for bankruptcy. It was a shock to millions who had grown up in those aisles. The company that had once defined discount shopping was suddenly struggling to survive. A merger with Sears in 2005 offered hope, but two wounded giants leaning on each other couldn't heal what needed healing. Stores closed by the hundreds, then by the thousands. Communities that had relied on Kmart for decades watched their local stores go dark. The Blue Light Special, that beautiful, spontaneous moment of possibility, was discontinued, brought back, discontinued again. It became a symbol of everything Kmart was trying to recapture and couldn't. By 2020, only a handful of stores remained from what had once been an empire. The blue light, it seemed, had finally gone out. When we mourn Kmart, we aren't simply mourning a retail chain. We are mourning a particular kind of American experience that existed in those stores. We're mourning Saturday mornings with our families, when shopping was an activity you did together, not a task you rushed through alone. We're mourning the dignity of stretching a paycheck and still coming home with everything you needed. We're mourning the surprise of that blue light, the small joy of being in the right place at the right time. Kmart gave ordinary families access to ordinary goods at prices that respected their hard work. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't fancy, but it was ours. Those of us who remember know that something valuable disappeared when those stores closed. Not just convenience, but community. Not just products, but shared experience. Not just savings, but the feeling that a working family could walk into a store and be treated with respect. The blue light may have dimmed, but the memories remain bright. If this video brought back good memories, please like and subscribe to Golden Days USA for more. We'll keep honoring the places, moments, and experiences that shaped us together.